Hi everybody, my name is Aubrey Nelson, and my job that I researched is a case management position, a program director through YMCA and in the Youth Intervention Services. This is a big organization, the YMCA. I'm sure most of you have heard of it. The contact I went through is Jenny Miller, and she was a great resource to talk to. As far as the working environment goes, the YMCA is a very large organization, as I said before. This particular area works in partnership with counties and governments for foster care, the juvenile system, and the homeless. They range from kids from age 10 all the way up to 23. This particular group is contracted for their services. They work full-time, which is they're paid for a 40-hour work week, but usually they work well beyond that. They do not have set schedules because they need to design their schedules around their clients and community events. So each day in this particular job varies, and they do a fair amount of traveling. Sometimes, they'll have to go to courts and different things like that, depending on what's going on that day. Typical stressors. On a career level, the typical stressors of the job are the legislative policies around youth. The expectation is really high for providing quality and stable homes for these youth. Another difficult factor that she has problems with is finding qualified staff within to fill these positions. And once they actually find qualified staff, the burnout is quite high due to secondhand trauma of just being around these kids and their trauma that they've experienced. And sometimes it can actually trigger trauma for these for the employees that they've had in their past. And so it's a really kind of stressful job in that way. And because of the nature of this job, self-care is extremely important. Typical benefits of this job, just messed up my page here. They have full medical and dental and life insurance. Employees are eligible for a retirement program after 2 years of employment, and the company automatically contributes 12% of the salary, and then the employee can add more if they wish. So that's a great retirement package. They are given a free family membership at the Y. They receive a cell phone stipend, as well as reimbursement for gas, which both of those, they need a car to drive and, a phone to be available. So 50 cents per mile is reimbursed for gas. They have great time paid off. They are also part of an employee assistance program where they are given 4 free sessions with a licensed counselor to discuss either professional or personal matters, and it's completely confidential. They have so many common job tasks. The list was just huge, but the most common job task is to provide a life coach to the youth. And then other tasks that appear in this career would be like peer-to-peer counseling, community outreach, in-house training, resource fairs, advocacy, a youth resource line, internships, enrichment activities, and they do day and night over camps, which my kids have attended. So I can only imagine what they've done for older youth in this. Like I said, my kids have done younger day camps and been fantastic, but in this particular age range, they would do that as well for older children. They also provide several classes on education and employment and independent living skills so that these young adults can develop and know how to be self-reliant. Education requirements. For this line of work, a bachelor's is required or 2 years of equivalent experience. This could range from life experiences or work experiences. Most employees go on to become a social worker after they've been in this job for a while, and they do receive a master's in related fields. The starting salary range for a youth support specialist is about $32,000 to $38,000. For a program manager, it's about $36,000 to $42,000, and for a program director, the range is about $40,000 to $48,000. Miscellaneous career information. This career is a very, very social career. You need to be very passion driven. That's really important, especially because most of it is advocating for young children, for teens and young adults. And so the more experience you have with youth, the better. One needs to work well with others, as there are many partnerships and building of relationships with different companies as well as these young youth. It's also helpful to know how to write grants and give presentations, as that is a common thing as well within this career. It's very important, like teens and groups, that you like teens and groups, because that's who you're primarily working with. I was, really excited to talk to Jenny Miller, who was my source on this at the YMCA here in the Twin Cities, and just sounds like they do amazing things, and this sounded like a really interesting job. So, thank you.